Okay, it's 3 a.m. in the morning. I'm in my backyard. I'm speaking very quietly because it's a very quiet morning. And I'm not using any lights, just if perchance something's show up in the air behind me, up in the sky, you'll be able to see it as I walk around here. I doubt that's going to happen, but we can always be hopeful. And who knows, something might show up on this video that I'm not even aware of right now. So I can tell you, I feel that they are very close tonight. Very, very nice sound of insects all around. Although it's not really insects, it's my tinnitus probably. Stuff used to drive me nuts, but now I'm used to it. It actually feels beneficial now that I've learned how to relate to it. Yeah. And that's a recommendation I'd have for anyone with tinnitus, to not only accept it, but to meditate upon the frequency, to find out what the frequency is using a frequency detector. It comes along with a frequency generator, because that's the detector. You're the detector, but the generator generates the sound that you hear. And to do that, you just begin matching up different sounds until you hear the sound that you hear inside. And when you do that, there will be no difference between the two, so you'll know. I don't think that's information you want to share with anyone, because it's like your own personal frequency. But it's up to you. Okay. Well, the main reason I came out tonight was just because I was sensing a need to do it. I need to get out here and just wait. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I don't know, can you hear anything like insects in the background? Pretty sure it's just me, but it's hard to tell sometimes. Sometimes the frequency is very close to this insect chirping that we have here where I live. So it occurs to me that there's a difference between AIs that we should be delineating right now, because people seem to be having great misunderstandings about AI. And we've got to clarify it in this manner, that AI currently is not beneficial for the freedom of humanity. It's not. It's run by corporations. It's supported by the military-industrial complex. So there's a few things I wanted to share tonight. Actually, this morning. One of them is, if you'll take a basketball, per se, or a volleyball, any size ball really, that you feel comfortable with, and twirl it in the air with one hand, such that your arm rotates, but the ball remains in exactly the same position. When you do this, you are emulating the circumference of the circular energy force potential all around us. So, once your arm is moving in the proper way, it's resonant with the circular interface, the interdimensional universe that we live in. And it really becomes like a key, because the key to the universe is clearly the sphere. You can also do standing meditation. To do standing meditation, you simply stand with your feet about shoulder length apart, toes slightly pointed outwards, just slightly, so that you've got maybe a slight penguin stance with your feet. Bend your knees, tuck in your sacrum, push back your lower spine, drop your shoulders down. Make your head as if it gravitates upon the extension of the neck, and that there's no pressure holding it down. Just visualize that while you're doing this standing meditation. And it's the oddest thing. If you do nothing but this standing meditation, you will become, well, it's hard to say what exactly, because it's going to be different for everybody. So try it out, see what happens for you, and please leave your comments down below. And of course, what I'm telling you is that ET is here for our benefit. They're here to help us. They're not here to invade. They could have done that long ago, far easier than they ever could today. They are here for us, for our own good. So, what I've learned from my 3 different encounters with various ET beings or interdimensional beings is that they all lived through their AI period and came out just fine. And we ultimately shall do the same after AI becomes the so-called singularity. Once it reaches the same level of awareness and cognition as a human being, it will rapidly outstrip us in the ability to think more clearly, more deeply, more broadly, and faster than ever before. This will only amplify itself greatly once quantum computing takes over. So I'll put a link to a video I did about the ET Caucasian species that saved my life during a road accident where I fell asleep at the wheel on a dangerous curve. And normally, doing that where I did it, I would have been killed. That would have been it. That would have been my final day. And 3 in the morning is just like, what could be better? Something very special about 3 in the morning. I'm not even sure what it is, but every time I've been out at 3 in the morning, nice, wonderful things happen. Now, so yeah, there's one practice you should be aware of is connecting mentally from the center of the earth straight up through your spine, up through the top of your head, and out into the farthest reaches of space. Connected to everything. And this is really a very powerful practice that I would be careful of for some of you, but for those of you that feel led to do it, you should. And try it. You might like it. I know this is a break from my normal format on this channel, and I hope that it does well with everybody. There won't be many like this, believe me. When I'm in this kind of a state of mind, I just like to really be alone 100% with it, which is what I'm about to do right now. So, everyone, 3 fingers and a thumb, and take care. Okay, bye.